Visual Studio Code also comes with a CLI, a command line interface, which makes it easier for you to open files through the command line and do a bunch of other stuff. For installing VSCode CLI, all you have to do is open the command palette by pressing Command-Shift-B, search for shell command, and install code command in your path. As you can see, the shell command code successfully installed in the path. Behind the scene, Visual Studio Code binary is being added to your path. Now if you press Command-T to open the terminal and type code-v, you can check which version of code you are on. There are more things you can do with Code CLI. Write code-h or --help. Let me just drag it here to give you more screen to read from. As you can see, we are using Visual Studio Code 1.26.1, and there are a bunch of things you can do with Visual Studio Code CLI. For example, you can compare two files with each other. You can add a folder to the last sector window. You can open a file at an exact line and a character position, which is very helpful while building debugging apps that interact with Visual Studio Code. And you can do a bunch of other stuff. For example, you can list all the extensions that you have installed, show the versions, and uninstall all the extensions at once, and whatnot. With VS Code CLI, you can also do a bunch of troubleshooting with all these commands, from profiling your startup time to disabling and to dealing with logs and whatnot. Let's go ahead and try the Code CLI. I'm going to press Command-K to clear the screen. Let me show you the contents of this folder. In this folder, we have these three files. Let's open this file with Code CLI. For that, type code package.1.json and press enter. As you can see, we had opened up this particular file in code just by using a command line tool. If you would like to open this entire folder, you can write code and then dot, which basically denotes the folder we are in at the moment, and press enter. As you can see, a new window opens up with the same folder we were in and all those three files we were looking at. Let's compare these two files with the diff command of Visual Studio Code CLI. For that, press Command-T to open your terminal, type code-h, and as you can see, we can type either -d or -diff, and then we need to write the names of two files that we need to compare with each other. So let's try it out. Press Command-K to clear the screen and type code-d and then the name of first file, which is 1, and then the name of second file, which is 2. So what's happening here is I'm using Code CLI, the diff abbreviation, and I'm going to compare these two files. Press enter, then press Command-J to toggle the panel. And as you can see, this is the first package.json file and this is the second package.json file. And I have made this change, which is quite apparent, and I have deleted the description line. So this is how simple it is to use Code CLI. You can even compare two writing samples, which doesn't even have to do anything with code. And I do that all the time. Anytime you need to read more about the Code CLI, all you have to do is type code-help and then read all the manual about all the commands that you can use.